Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa. You're watching One Lisa Show, and my accomplice, Miss Moneypenny, is somewhere in this room. I have a slightly different camera stand going on today, and she doesn't like the camera stands. I wanted to share with you a pattern haul, but before I do, I am wearing Me Mates today. I am wearing a pair of Stella joggers, which I've worn many times and shown everybody, so that's not a big deal. That is a pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, and it is in the stretch book. This is a sweater I made with scrap yarn a year or two ago. It is a free pattern, Yarnspirations. I just used scraps that I had. And I actually converted that hand knit pattern to my Bond knitting machine, which is a manual knitting machine. I don't use it often enough because it's a little bulky and I really have to be in the mood to do a lot of knitting, and I don't feel confident really in that either. I kind of do enjoy the hand knitting and hand crochet aspect of my crafting, but maybe I can work on that this year. So Joann's has a sale. It goes till the end of today, and today is Saturday, February 17th. It's in store, not online. And my Joann's anyway, it was unadvertised in the flyer. I didn't see it in the mailer I got this past week. However, the lady that worked in the fabric cutting area told me that there would be a sale this week for Simplicity $1.99. I went and they all came up and rang up on sale at $1.99. So I got a handful of patterns and I thought I'd share them with you. And one pattern in particular, I was waiting for the Simplicity patterns to go on sale, and it is Simplicity 9532. You know I have Miss Moneypenny, and I would love to make her matching outfits. And this pattern looks like the equivalent of the Frankie tee by Tilly and the Buttons, and that is one of my most favorite makes. I have a whole bunch of them, and so this way I might be able to make her a couple of tees as well. This hoodie reminded me of my past dog, Frank. I had purchased a red hoodie on Amazon for him years ago, and if I can actually find that link, I'll post it in case you don't want to make a hoodie for your dog. It was a really good hoodie. I had to shorten it. If I can find a picture of Frank wearing his hoodie, I'll insert it here. But I had to shorten the hem on it. Not a big deal. He wore it a lot. It suited his personality, and so who knows, maybe Penny's a hoodie girl as well. Frank's hoodie does not fit Miss Moneypenny. I did save that, and it didn't fit her, so I think I gave that to Goodwill. Hopefully somebody can make use of it. But this has 3 different items of pet clothes, is what they call it. They're dog sweaters and t-shirts. And I can't wait to dive into this one when I have some time. This one is the reason why I went to Joann's. I also had a gift card from Joann's burning a hole in my smartphone, and it was all from points I accumulated on Fetch, the Fetch app. It's a simple app that you take pictures of your receipts, you get points, and I traded all my points in for a Joann's gift card, and I was really happy I did because I got all these patterns, and I'm trying not to spend out-of-pocket money right now, so I'm trying to save. So this way I feel like I'm still rewarding myself, getting myself something, but not spending actual cash. Next up is Simplicity 8710. Now this isn't clothes, but it is a carry-on luggage. And I was out of town in January, and my tiny little carry-on, the zipper busted, the zipper pull. I lost it in the hotel room. It's not the end of the world. Could I have probably fixed it? Yes. That piece of luggage was pretty old, pretty beat up, and I realized at that moment that was the last time I was going to use that carry-on. So I got this. I'm going to attempt to make the smaller one to replace that one because that was the under the seat one that I would have at the airport. Here are the line drawings. It does also come with patterns for keychains and little like clip-ons. I think, what do they call it? It is for, the larger bag is a 20 by 10 by 11, and that's all in inches. It does have the smaller bag, which I'm going to make is a 13 by 7 by 9. And I'm going to use scraps the first round, and then two different key rings and a tassel fob. So that's what this pattern includes. I just thought it would be fun and interesting way to kind of get myself thinking outside of apparel, clothing. Something more utilitarian that I picked up, and I'm actually very excited as well to try. This one is Simplicity 8560. I believe this is, it doesn't say a Mimi G pattern. However, on the receipt, this is the only one that lined up with a Mimi G pattern, and then my receipt said Mimi G. This is sports bras. 3 different views of a sports bra. Now I have made my own bras. They're all underwire bras. I've made a wire-free bra, and I enjoy that one as well. So I think I'm going to try my hand at a sports bra with some of my leftover fabric. It is designed to be made with fabric that has approximately 50 to 60% stretch from selvage to selvage. Here are the line drawing for the back. It says every cup size for every band size, and it says 30A to 44G. And it looks like it's basically the same build of a sports bra, but with different accessories. Like this has a crisscross in the front, this has a little mesh modesty panel behind it, and then the backs are slightly different as well. I'm looking forward to this one. I have looked on Instagram, and there were a handful of makes where people were posting their makes and they were happy with them. Okay, now let's get into the newer patterns that I saw. There's Penny. She's very excited, as am I. I had 2. One is a rack pattern. So in fact, I have to look at it to see what the actual number is. I'll show you this one first. Both of my newer patterns that I purchased are showing up on the early spring catalog. However, they are retro reprints, vintage reprints. Those are some of my favorites because I love the style. This is Simplicity. This is a Jiffy pattern from the 1950s. To me, it looks a little bit more 60s, but I wasn't alive at that time. It was rack number 11968, also known as Simplicity 9845. 3 main pattern pieces, a Jiffy Dress. I love this. I love this. I love this. It has a little bit of a funnel neck going on and sleeve length variations and hem length variations. I'll show you this line drawing as well so you get a good picture of that. 3 main pattern pieces. It is easy cut, easy sew. It is an authentic vintage reproduction. And they are suggesting cottons, cotton blends, cotton sateen, crepe, double knits, jersey, lightweight wools, wool blends, printed silks, synthetics, blends, textured knits, wool, crepe. So it sounds like you can do whatever you want to do with this because it does say double knits and jersey. I actually have some fabric that I am contemplating trying. I just love it. I love it. Next up, another 1950s vintage. This one spoke to me because of the seam lines. It is Simplicity 9818. Called Simple to Make. I love the line art, the drawings, the art on the envelope. So you have 3 variations or 3 views, a long sleeve, a short sleeve, and then what am I missing for the other one? Maybe the bow. Mrs. Blouses, but this is what is drawing me in. It does have bust darts, and it also has like a raglan sleeve, which I think is a very interesting detail. I love a puff short sleeve. Let me show you the back line drawings here. I love how fitted it is also. So we have plenty of darts, and I really do like that. I'm excited to dig into this one for sure. Again, this one suggested fabrics, and I'm going to read directly from the envelope. Cotton, cotton blends, linen, pique, poplin, rayon, satin, silk broadcloth. View 1 can also be in jersey or wool. View 3, it says, is good with lengthwise striped fabric. I think it's sharp. I think it's sharp. I'm excited to see how this fits on me. And then I got one more. This was an impulse buy. I kind of was just looking around. I had a giant list of Simplicity pattern numbers that I have screenshotted in the past year and a half. So I go in there with my giant list, and there's a lot of them that didn't have my size bracket or weren't there, or after I opened and I looked at them, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it today. This one was not on the list, but was a complete impulse buy. It's Simplicity 8844. I have not even looked it up on Instagram or Pattern Review yet, but this is a threads pattern. 8844 is a nice blazer. It is a Mrs. Petite unlined blazer with front variations, and it does have a sleeve variation too. My finger was on it, but you can see it kind of comes out at this sleeve. This looks like a shorter sleeve, but the basic build of the bodice looks the same. Let me show you the line drawings. What I like about this is I have not done a threads labeled pattern yet from Simplicity. It does say brocade, cotton types, lightweight denim, linen types, poplin, sateen, seersucker, velveteen, lightweight wool types, extra fabric for plaid, stripes, or one-way designs. Understandably so, it is unlined, so I think this would also be a good introduction to me into trying something new and something I could wear for work. And actually, I don't know if this would go with this. Depends on how fitted this is when I get done with it, and this as well, or pairing this with this up. And the patterns I got last week that were McCall's. We have a simple jersey shirt, which I can't wait to make that. These pants, I don't know. I think this is a good, and then I had the boiler suit and a jumpsuit. So a jumpsuit with this too could be really sharp. I think a lot of these things will go with each other, and that makes me very happy. I feel like I'm getting the most of my money. I just love this. I love this. I love how it has nice fitted lines. It does have princess seams, as I noticed through there in the back, patch pockets. Last minute impulse buy. It's a very thick packet too, so I know it's going to be a good project when I start working on one of these. Have I talked your ear off? Maybe. I'm going to try to find links for all these. Put them in the video below. Also, I'm going to get a head start on my spring cleaning. In doing so, I might come across some items I want to de-stash. And if I do, I will be putting them in my Etsy shop, which has really been occupied by my niece and her crafts this summer. But I think if I come across something I'm probably not going to use and I'm de-stashing to try to give my house a spring refresh, I might be posting some items on there. So if you are interested in any de-stash purchases, I may be going through my patterns as well. I have bought patterns in the wrong size bracket, and there is a good chance those I'm ready to say goodbye to. So I might be posting those in the next week or so. But I might do a chatty vlog later and have links to that. So that's not a big deal right now, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Thanks so much for watching. If you took advantage of the Joann Simplicity sale, let me know. What did you purchase? Or have you made any of these items, and would you recommend them or have any tips and tricks that could help me in my journey when I go to dive into making one of these items? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Thank you.